Good morning. Hello, hello, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Hi. How's everyone doing this morning? Yes, I'm a little more calm today. I am sorry that I'm a few minutes late. Yes, I am a few minutes late. My apologies. Um, I allowed myself to get distracted this morning. And unfortunately, that happens sometimes. And then I have to, you know, repent and then try to turn away from it. Try to not do it again. Right. And it's so easy. It is so easy to get distracted with these. So easy. And that's why in the mornings when I'm spending time with the Lord, I put my phone on do not disturb. And, but I personally distracted myself because of something that I saw. And then I just started like doing some research and reading, and it had nothing to do with my time with God. And so, um, you know, I hope that this encourages you guys because, like, we can easily get so distracted just with the phone, with, anything. I mean, we can easily get so distracted. And it's so important for us to take time, whether it's first thing in the morning or in the evenings, where um, there are no distractions whatsoever. And luckily for me, my husband leaves early in the morning. So, of course, now, because this week it's been a little chilly, because it's been chilly in the evenings. And also, the sun's been rising a little bit later in the day. Actually, I'm not even sure what time. Let me see what time the sun actually has been coming up in the mornings. Let's see, when did it actually come up this morning? It came up at 6 in the morning. So, which it is later in the day, later in the morning, which means now I'm getting up later. What's up, Lou? Good morning, Tova. Um, because as I said to you guys before, I usually get up when the sun is out. As soon as the sun is up, I may not get up like right away, but I usually get up, within minutes of the time that the sun has, come up. And it is not coming up at 5 a.m. anymore. So it's been coming up at 6, and it's just going to get later and later. Which is hard for me because, I love to spend as much time as I can in the mornings with the Lord. And so I didn't get my day started today until later. And so that's also one of the reasons why I'm a few minutes late, because I don't want to rush. When I'm in the Word and I'm, just listening, just sitting and listening to Him, I don't want to be rushed. And if it's just sitting there for a few minutes without doing a thing and just sitting there and listening, then that's okay. And so I didn't stress about it. I happened to, just as I was about to get up and make some coffee, I looked and it was already 9:30. I'm like, oh, wow, I'm going to be late. It is what it is, right? And I have my nice hot cup of coffee. I mean, literally in about, let's see, what's today? In 2.5 weeks is our first agricultural fall fair. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, which is a big fair locally. For those of you that are local, the Goshen Fair is literally in 2.5 weeks. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, where did the time go? Like, summer is almost gone. Summer is almost gone, you guys. Summer's almost gone. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. I had a beautiful summer. I've had a beautiful summer. Yeah, I didn't get to go and do a lot of kayaking, but that's okay. I still have time to go kayaking. I mean, I can go kayaking up until the first snowfall, but of course, if you know me, I'm not much into like, going out kayaking when it's cold, but I will at least definitely in September, as much as possible if possible. I mean, I still have time, in the next few weeks, but yeah, we didn't do much of that because there was just so much rain on the weekends. I mean, there was a weekend that we went out, excuse me, and we did get caught up in the rain. So, because yeah, the weekends, that's just how it's been except for the last couple of weekends. But because the last couple of weeks were good, I wanted to go out walking. I wanted to go out hiking out in his nature as opposed to being stuck in a boat. So, but anyway, so this morning I did wake up this morning with a song. As a matter of fact, Lou, it's a song that you sing, and I cannot. He gave me a complete different song after the fact, and so which now I can't even remember what song it was. So, um, but it had to do with love. It definitely had to do with love, and I had like the craziest dream last night. Um, I'm just going to share what the dream was. I don't remember my dreams often, but and this has nothing to do, maybe it does, I don't know, maybe it has something to do with what I'm sharing this morning, but I remember being in a field. There was like a field, um, and there were certain things that I had to do. And I can't even explain or describe exactly what that is because I can't really remember. But I remember having to do a task or something in the field. And as I'm trying to listen, people that were around me were like laughing or talking and doing things that they were not supposed to be doing instead of paying attention. Then all of a sudden I yelled, like literally, just like, for them to just be quiet. I was just like yelling, and then boldly, telling them that they needed to be quiet, and these were people that I knew, because it wasn't fair to me as I was trying to learn. And they were just like doing their own thing, not paying attention and talking and so on and so forth. And I'm like, wow, where did this come from? And And that's the part that is so significant to me in this dream. And I still am not sure exactly why I had that moment. And I know that God's going to reveal it to me. I know He is. And, um, but that was the significance of this dream that I remembered. And so as I was sitting with the Lord this morning, there was nothing really that came to mind. But I do want to say that that we have to respect each other, right? Just the same way that we lift each other up and that we're here to lift each other up and to encourage and build one another. We also need to respect one another and respect our time, and respect one another when we're trying to learn something. And maybe there's someone that is in our, you know, in our tribe of people, in our circle of people that maybe doesn't know scriptures as well as we know, if we know. Or maybe, they do not know Jesus as well as we know Jesus, or whatever it is. And and so we need to respect that and be, and and just pay attention. And but yeah, I don't know why I'm bringing that up, to be honest. I really don't. I just it was a dream that I had last night that I just, I know there's a significance to it, and I know that God's going to show me because He always does. Good morning, Michelle, my sweet Michelle. I miss you. Good morning, Elaine. I'm so glad that you were on here and that you guys made it. So, So in talking about, so like in Proverbs 27:17, it says that iron sharpens iron, right? And so something that I've been talking a lot about, and yesterday we spoke a little bit about it as well, is in regards to seeds, and seeds that are blown in the wind and how it just spreads widely. And as it spreads widely, it multiplies. And sometimes it could cross pollinate. And that's the same with anything. It's the same thing with sunflowers and any other flower, because all it takes, what does it take? Is it takes a bird or a bee or an insect to grab onto that seed and to take it and plop it down somewhere else, or all of a sudden, and I mean literally plop, boop. Little poops, so, and then it ends up cross pollinating with another flower, or something, another plant or something else. And whether it's the same flower or not, sometimes it becomes a hybrid flower. We have some hybrid daffodils actually that come up every spring. I have no idea what cross pollinated, but they're actually very pretty. And but we all need each other in the same way. Creation, God's creation, all need each other in the same way to cross pollinate and to multiply. But not only to bring Jesus to life to others, but to cross pollinate even in our gifts. Think about it, us as creatives, for all of us that are creatives here, and we all are. You may not think you are, but you are. We need to surround ourselves with like minded creatives so that we can continue to grow, so that our seed continues to produce fruit. And in order for it to produce fruit, we need to be pollinating with one another, cross pollinating with one another, so that someone who may be stronger and, stronger, let's say, in the prophecy of word, if I continue to stay around that person, that spiritual gift that God has given me, because he has given it to you, will produce. It will produce, that seed will produce, and it will continue to spread. It will spread, and I'll be able to give that gift to others. And that's how we, right, as a family, cross pollinate with each other. It doesn't even look right. Right? And so I thought it was interesting how that was brought to attention, because again, we're all entering into a new season. We're all entering into a new season right now. Every single one of us are entering into a new season. And it's so cool to think of it, through nature, because it's something that we see all the time, right? And it's something that I am very passionate about as well. And so we all need each other to sharpen each other's iron, right? We all do. And now today I can see why in my new season that I'm stepping into, that God has me in right now, why he's connected me with certain people and with certain circles and with certain communities, because I am being connected to new communities. And now I understand why. I understand why, because those people are going to be the ones that are going to help me to produce more fruit in this new season that God has me stepping into. And it's the same thing for every single one of you guys. Same thing, right? I love what Tova just said. She said, take heart, because officially summer's not over until September 20th. That's right. However, because of where I live, it starts getting very cool. But that's okay. I know. And you're absolutely right. And so I am going to enjoy every single moment that I can of the heat. Trust me. Oh, goodness. And then Lou said, isn't it crazy to think that you didn't know me 2 years ago and you didn't really know me until like 10 months ago, but God connected us in this timing. Yes, exactly. Exactly. He connects us with the people that we need in that season in our life at the moment. Absolutely. Just as I'm being connected to new people and new communities right now. But yes, guys, I hope that was a blessing to you. I'm going to keep it short and sweet today. Um, it's always a blessing to me to be in his presence, always, always. And yeah, if he ends up revealing to me what that dream's all about, I will definitely share it with you guys. Um, as of right now, nothing has come to me. So maybe it's something for you guys. Maybe it was something for you. But I love you guys. Go out there and be a blessing to someone else. And I will see you again tomorrow morning. Bye.